Roxanne Carr is serving her first term as mayor of Strathcona County. Previous to her role as mayor, she served as the councillor for Ward 2 for 2 terms starting in 2007. Mayor Carr is a community leader, a team builder, and she's passionate that the residents of Strathcona County experience the highest quality of life. Mayor Carr holds a Bachelor of Science from the University of Guelph, Ontario, and prior to serving on council, she was the Economic Development Officer for Lamont County. She comes to the table with a diverse career background that helped prepare her to be the mayor of a specialized municipality with a unique blend of urban and rural life. Mayor Carr is committed to leading with openness, honesty, and transparency. She believes in empowering citizens to be involved in their community and that the result will always be a community reaching its full potential. One of her favorite quotes is from Margaret Mead, who said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." She believes in consensus building and favors collaborative solutions. When not partnering with residents to make Strathcona County an amazing place to live, play, and partner with, she enjoys horses, cycling, gardening, reading, writing, and photography. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mayor Roxanne Carr to the podium.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Strathcona County Council, I welcome you to the 2015 State of the County Address. Thank you so much for attending. As community leaders, you are partners and stakeholders in this region's future. I'm so honored to stand here before all of you. Last April, I reflected on the achievements of 2013 and of the aspirations of 2014. It has been a time of transition, a time of following up on the positive directions of former councils and making good on past promises. It's been a time of strengthening our relationship with our administration. It's been a time to complete significant planning and capital projects, and a time to build on our county's strong foundation. 2014 was a time to build Team Strathcona County. Former Premier Lougheed said, "I found anything in my life that we really accomplished that was worthwhile, we accomplished as a team." And Council has worked very hard to lay the foundation of trust, to earn our place as leaders in governance and as strategic thinkers and planners in our community and in our region. Our Council team has become decisive and action-oriented, supported by our administrative team of 1,200 full-time professionals with diversified talents and skills. Other team members include our business chamber, faith-based organizations, our community leaders of nonprofits, and more than 92,000 residents. All of you are a part of Team Strathcona County. By communicating clearly, by listening and respecting one another, by working together, we nurture and grow one of Canada's most livable communities. We capitalize on our assets of being a specialized municipality with over 1,200 square kilometers of acreages, hamlets, urban neighborhoods, rural and industrial lands to give residents the very highest quality of life. Our municipal development plan identifies and preserves quality farmland and world-class environmental lands like the Beaver Hills Moraine for our future generations. We encourage well-planned industrial lands. As a result, our residents enjoy the lower taxes and higher services compared to other municipalities. Our business partners continue to support community activities and facilities. Why? Because it's their home too. We invest in opportunities for residents to attend sporting, cultural, and learning activities. We invest in facilities and open spaces that promote health and wellness. Our goals are to provide our citizens with accessible transportation, affordable housing, and programs that support the most vulnerable in our society. We aim higher than the standard definition of livability. Our aspiration is to ensure that every resident is happy, healthy, and successful, and we continue working towards and holding the title of Canada's most livable community. We, as a community, face growth rates among the very highest in Canada. This is not without its challenges. Our population has increased 38% since the year 2000. And while some economists are promising a slowdown, we're saying no. By the end of this year, we will have approximately 96,000 people in our municipality. Service level expectations are always a challenge, aren't they, Council? Because of our urban-rural mix. Therefore, every councillor needs to consider the complexity and the diversity of our community at every single decision point. Council is addressing these challenges by focusing on 5 key areas or pillars: economy, governance, social, cultural, and the environment. Last year, Council created 12 clearly defined, prioritized strategic goals within these areas. We believe that success comes with planning, setting, and working towards these goals. We maintain strong relationships with our support and business. How? By actively participating in startup seminars, mentorship programs, business visitations, and the Chamber's annual trade fair coming mid-April. That'll be $20 there, Todd. We improve the land use bylaw to facilitate businesses. We work side by side with our Chamber on economic development. In fact, Council has put forward a resolution to the Federation of Canadian Municipalities to support the Chamber's stand on creating a unique provincial policy for increased numbers of workers to suit Alberta's cyclic needs. Do you know there are now over 10,000 businesses in our municipality? These businesses support close to 33,000 jobs. Our businesses are themselves our best ambassadors. We joined the Chamber, in fact, at the 2014 Business Awards to celebrate excellence. The Business of the Year was Jacek Chocolate Couture. The Community Service and Involvement Award from Strathcona County went to Qualico Communities. And we celebrate innovation. Clearflow Enviro Systems Group was just recognized as Alberta Venture Magazine as one of Alberta's top 25 most innovative businesses. I heard this morning from Jerry Hanna, and I know he's here, but I've misplaced him. There we go, Jerry. He just received a huge grant from the National Research Foundation to go forward with a stormwater waste project here in Strathcona County. So high five there, Jerry. The petrochemical and energy processing is a huge part of county economics, and it continues to grow. Strathcona County is a founding member of Alberta's Industrial Heartland, now a model of economic collaboration of 8 municipalities, several of which are here in the room today. It is Canada's largest hydrocarbon processing region and a home to 43% of Canada's basic chemical manufacturing. Our industrial partners have committed to development and expansion within the county in the range of $4.3 billion. Enbridge, incorporated the crude oil pipeline, Enbridge looking at the south expansion, Kinder Morgan Imperial Oil working on the Edmonton Rail Terminal within our county, the Trans-Canada terminals. That will give us 1.9 million barrels of additional storage. Air Products, new hydrogen plant, the Shell Quest project in its final stages, and recently announced is Williams Energy, the propane dehydrogenation plant. Land availability is critical for industrial, for retail, for commercial. So we, as a municipality, continue to plan and zone for future development. In fact, there have been over 74,000 square feet created of retail space, and that was added in 2014. The commercial and retail growth will continue to be strong. Some of you will be pleased to know that you'll be shopping in Marshalls. You'll have another Sport Chek in Emerald Hills really soon. Go Auto and Auto Canada have purchased land for 4 more Carr dealerships. Buckingham development buildings are getting underway north of Costco. Broadmoor Heritage Plaza is under construction, providing 70,000 square feet of shops and services on Broadmoor Boulevard. Emerald Hills Urban Village continues to develop with plans for over 200 rental apartments. Residential growth in Aspen Trails and Summerwood brought 424 homes onto the market in 2014. There's going to be another 500 under construction right now. Strong growth and improved community access has encouraged our investors to create another 500 new hotel rooms. People and business continue to pour into our region. Growth and inflation are the 2 primary factors affecting our budget. Last year, we issued almost 1,500 building permits. That included almost 400 residential permits and over 340 multi-family units. We saw healthy growth in the permits issued in all areas, commercial and institutional, industrial, and residential. We continue to grow. In the approved 2010 Capital Region Growth Plan, 2 Strathcona County growth nodes were recognized in priority growth areas. The issue of growth has been on the agenda of several past councils. This council is determined to make those tough decisions. We accepted the Imagine Bremner Growth Management Strategy for information, and we directed administration to commission the Colchester Growth Management Strategy. 2 strategies. These will give us the accurate and up-to-date information that we need to make the decision. This council is also driving the Agriculture Master Plan. We continue to progress and use extensive public consultation to develop an action plan that will guide how this county will support agriculture into the future. Last year, we invested $28 million in capital dollars to build and reconstruct rural and urban roads. This year, we'll continue maintenance and revitalization of our 1,700 kilometers of urban and rural roadways. You know the Bethel Transit Terminal opened. This is one of the Capital Region's largest transit bus terminals. It includes 1,200 parking spots. It would not have been possible without the collaboration and partnership of our provincial friends and the federal government. $13.6 million came from the Provincial Green Trip Fund, and another $4.5 million came from the Federal Gas Tax Fund. We're also working towards improving internet service in our rural areas, especially in the areas that don't receive service now, or very poor service. Council has announced and approved a feasibility study to run even higher speed fiber in Sherwood Park residences and businesses. This study will determine if and how we can ensure access to that very high speed fiber and internet. Last year, I spoke about the Council's priorities in the governance area, which are to increase public involvement and communicate with the community on issues affecting the community's future. We also want to improve, develop, and maintain our strong relationships with the province, with our neighboring municipalities and community organizations to ensure long-term prosperity for us all. Strathcona County is one of the 24 members of the Capital Region Board, representing the 6th largest municipality or metropolitan area in Canada. A doubling of the entire population is forecast by 2044. Therefore, we will need to continue working closely with the province and our neighbors to effectively address the growth pressures. Strathcona County is playing a key role in the Growth Plan Update Task Force. I am chair of this collaborative process to update the plan for efficient and sustainable growth of the Capital Region, and this will be completed in December of this year. Council has been active in increasing communication with our residents. We need residents to actively participate in the upcoming public engagement opportunities, and we will continue to put out the call for action and encourage more residents to become involved in creating an even more innovative and caring community. Last year, we appointed a citizens task force to work on creating urban form and character assessment for the mature neighborhoods. This task force has gathered feedback from residents on the importance of preserving and protecting the unique character and style of their neighborhoods, and this will influence our policy changes. A recent Capital Region Board study of affordable housing reported that our municipality was short 900 affordable units. As a result, Council created a mayor's task force to work collaboratively with our industry players, community and financial stakeholders to create an action plan to address current and future housing needs, with a particular focus on the needs of low and moderate income households, and to provide access to supportive and special needs housing. Our goals for advancing social sustainability are focused on building strong neighborhoods, keeping residents safe, and ensuring facilities and activities are desired, accessible, and used by our citizens. The Strathcona County Emergency Alert System was introduced in early 2014 to improve resident safety. Over 5,000 people have signed up to receive alerts. How many of you are on that list now? I will be checking. We need some more people on the list. Strathcona County's RCMP and enforcement services continue to provide quality policing and municipal bylaw services. Members have handled a total of over 9,800 files and responded to 26,600 police occurrences. A much-needed expansion of the RCMP detachment is right now underway. It's on time and on budget. Is that correct, Superintendent Peck? We'll talk. Last year, emergency response staff working out of our fire stations in Sherwood Park, in Josephburg, in South Cooking Lake, and Ardrossan responded to about 7,400 emergency calls. We're blessed to have volunteers and professional firemen and paramedics that work hard for this community. Our new $130 million hospital, which opened last May, has given our residents access to around-the-clock care in our own community. Since opening, over 25,000 patients have accessed medical care, emergency services, diagnostic imaging, the IV therapy clinic, and other health programs. The hospital team and services support our primary care network and our docs in this community. In 2015, we're looking forward to opening a new mental health facilities within the hospital. Strathcona County is a growing, caring, and well-educated community, and that means we need schools. 4 major projects are underway: the modernization of Fulton Vale School, the revitalization of the former St. Teresa School to accommodate the New Horizons Charter School, and as well, there's a replacement of our Roxanne Elementary School and a brand new K-9 school. I've talked about the opening of the transit building. I've talked about the hospital. I've talked about the schools. How do we do it? It's only as a result of partnering, collaborating with our province, with the municipality, and our good friends, the school boards. Only by working together do we get so much for our community. While we are a thriving community, we can't lose sight of the fact that 6,000 county residents are considered low income. Our Family and Community Service Department is working at several levels to address poverty, from community-based services to working with the province. The department is focused on addressing social isolation by greeting newcomers and supporting them, as well as prevention of elder abuse and family violence. Strathcona County is lucky indeed to be the home of a state-of-the-art Parent Link Center, serving almost 1,000 families each year. And this afternoon, by the way, the center is celebrating its 10th anniversary. I'm going out there, but I understand that toboggans are involved, so a little nervous about that. Council is a great supporter of our local not-for-profit organizations. 2 highlights in this past year were the official opening of the Goodwill Center and County Clothesline's 30th anniversary celebration. County Clothesline is the core supporter of our municipality, and it has given $1.6 million back to our community since its inception 30 years ago. Goodwill Industries Alberta recently expanded their donation operation to a full retail store and a career center, and this is going to offer employment, training, and job placement to residents who have disabilities. Good recreation facilities are essential to healthy and fit families. Our open space recreation facility program and strategy has served this community well, resulting last year alone in a revitalized Broadmoor Arena, Millennium Place, a new arena and walkway at our Drawson, and new artificial turf. Well, 2015, we assure you, will bring more excitement. The Glen Allen Recreation Complex Modernization Project is moving forward. The Broadmoor Spray Park and Playground will open on Canada Day, and the Emerald Hills Regional Park will open this summer with new baseball fields and a new sports pavilion. Last year, administration did a wonderful job promoting our county worldwide. We had the great pleasure of hosting both the Tour Alberta and the first national multi-sport event in our county's history, and that was the Canadian Plus 55 Games. The Games have been nominated for the Canadian Sport Tourism Alliance, the Sport Event of the Year award. So we're pretty proud of that. Events like this one do have a significant economic spin-off. It's not just about Pride, it's about the $1.5 million that went directly into this county in accommodations, food and beverage, and shopping. And by the way, this year, watch out for the upcoming Canadian Olympic wrestling trials. I'm not sure if I was supposed to tell you about that, but there, I did it. I invite residents to join us on Canada Day. Last year, our celebration was amazing, attracting upwards of 35,000 people, many of them from around this region. Why? Because our Canada Day is very friendly, very family-oriented, and it just has a special feeling to it. If you haven't joined us on Canada Day, you must. And if you don't, if you're out in the rural area, you must go to the rural area, actually, because we've got some amazing celebrations out there. The Cooking Lake Trail Days, the Ardrossan Old-Fashioned Family Parade and Picnic, and the Country Classic in Josephburg. Celebrating our heritage is very important. Last week, I proclaimed February 16th as National Heritage Day in Strathcona County. Our Heritage Advisory Committee will be adding another 5 heritage sites to the 25 already completed in 2014, and this is for potential municipal designation. The Arts and Cultural Council has renewed itself this past year and actively promotes workshops, speakers, meetings, and signature events, such as Celebration for the Arts Expo, and Alberta Cultural Days. The Festival Place Cultural Arts Foundation rocked our world last year with their own revitalization and outstanding support of our youth and of Festival Place. Strathcona County is indeed a community with a culture of giving. We also enjoy our food events like Savor Strathcona and the weekly farmers markets. Last year, I launched a new event called the Battle of the Chefs, and it was based on our love of food and our community's well-known desire to care for one another. Together with a team of volunteers, we raised over $13,000 in 4 hours, and we took that back and divided up, gave it to the Strathcona Food Bank and to some culinary arts scholarships for our high school students. Our volunteers are now gearing up for the 2nd annual event, which will be held on October 15th at Festival Place. In Strathcona County, we do like to feed our minds as well as our bodies. So, in 2014, Council invested in its first Community Leadership Series. A number of high school students joined council members to get insights on our community from Peter Mansbridge, author of CBC's The National, and 5-time Olympic medalist Hayley Wickenhauser. Planners from across the Capital Region and our residents heard from futurists and leading thinkers on topics ranging from leadership to innovative practices to what's on the horizon. One thing our residents love about Strathcona County is we're clean and we're green. I know from experience, people come from all over the province to enjoy the beauty that this county has to offer. Many times I've stopped a large group of cyclists learning that they've traveled from Stony Plain, from Leduc County, from St. Albert, to be here to cycle on our beautiful and well-maintained rural roads. This year, our people who enjoy walking, running, and biking can expect to see improvements on our trails, sports fields, and playgrounds. And this includes completing the trails connecting Sherwood Drive to the Strathcona County Bike Skills Park and the trail and bridge connecting the Ardrossan Rec Center with the schools. Here, in the fastest growing metropolitan region in Canada, we take our environment seriously. The Beaver Hills Initiative, a collaboration of 5 municipalities, is continuing its efforts to have the Beaver Hills proclaimed an international biosphere by the United Nations. We're on our second submission. We're well on our way. In order to protect and preserve our environment, we often turn to technology for help. Last year, a telemetric system was installed in about 270 county vehicles. Detailed reports on vehicle location and idling times are helping us to better manage our fleets by identifying the opportunities to lower our fuel costs and repair bills, and also reduce our environmental footprint. And Strathcona County works diligently with local industrial organizations like NR and Ford Air Partnership to improve our mutual aid emergency response and address environmental concerns. This year, we'll expand the air quality monitoring network in partnership with our industry and Alberta's Capital Airshed by installing a new air monitoring system and a station in Ardrossan. It is significant that the Strathcona Industrial and the Northeast Capital Industrial Associations, representing the foremost industries in our region, have a major focus on the environment and community well-being. They are strong proponents of the environment, of environmental monitoring and management. Looking forward, well, I've highlighted a good deal of the accomplishments from 2014. You'll find the Facts and Stats book on your tables. We're now into a brand new year, which started with a new 4-year corporate business plan and 2015 budget. We have a strong strategic plan powering our new tomorrow with prioritized strategic goals. We have shifted from incremental budgeting process to priority-based business planning and budgeting methods. The priorities defined in the strategic plan add focus to the corporate and the departmental business plans and act as a filter for all of our business decisions. A key element in the financial management and operations of this county are reserves and the utilization of debt capacity. The holding of reserves contributes to the economic sustainability of the county. They maintain and improve Strathcona County's working capital requirements. They provide for future funding requirements and provide stabilization for the fluctuations in operating and capital activities. And debt? The county incurs debt only to support necessary community infrastructure, only if future debt servicing requirements are manageable and where it provides for intergenerational equity. Debt is not incurred to support operations. The county's debt limit of about 36% is well within the provincial guidelines. Council and administration safeguard our sound financial practices to ensure financial assets are conserved, physical liabilities are minimized, and this results in longer-term financial stability, strength, and flexibility in our municipality. The 2015 budget called for a 2.58% municipal tax dollar increase. This is one of the lowest in the regions. And this budget aligns Council's vision and the strategic plan. Our focus is on increasing business and resident satisfaction, on strengthening our abilities to control our costs, and on making ourselves more adaptable to face the pressures of growth in our changing world. While I remain optimistic about our future, we can't lose sight of the fact that Alberta's political and economic climate is very different today than just 6 months ago. 2014 was a year of unprecedented political instability and dynamic shifts. A year ago, I stood here and said growth was the most influential factor in our decision-making. Today, economic and provincial political decisions are shaping our destiny. The dramatic change in world oil prices continues to affect the county, the province, and the country as a whole, and the Premier and Cabinet have signaled that this is not business as usual, with a multi-billion-dollar hit to their revenues. We see a three-pronged approach coming from Cabinet. Each minister is focused on reducing government expenses, on utilizing some of those contingency funds, and on creating additional revenues. I would say to them, just as I would say to ourselves, with adversity comes opportunity. Opportunity to change what is not working well today. As a municipality, we will look for new partners, and we will re-engage with long-standing partners, including the provincial government and our school boards and our chamber, as we rise to meet the fiscal challenges before us, so that we can ensure, when the energy prices rebound, that we are well positioned to take advantage of economic opportunities. We will continue to play a leadership role on energy and the environment. This is a natural position for our county to be in. And we will also need to continue to focus on agriculture and diversifying our economy. Throughout my remarks, I've demonstrated the many ways that we are working towards ensuring Strathcona County remains one of the most livable communities in Canada. This is very important to us. Council and Commissioner and Associate Commissioners, will you join me, please, on the stage at this time? We, as your Strathcona County team, will continue to ask, what does being Canada's most livable community mean to you? As the political and the economic landscape changes and we reach future milestones, we work hard to keep you informed. We will encourage all of our partners to continue to be very vocal in their input to us. We count on you to help guide us in the direction that will benefit our community now and into the future. Thank you, Council. So in closing, I'd like to remind you of why we can all be so proud of our specialized municipality, one of the most livable communities in Canada, with this video.